Hello and welcome to the Nutrition Diva podcast. I'm your host, Monica Reinagel. Turmeric is all the rage these days for its purported health benefits. And most of us are familiar with turmeric as a brilliant orange powder used in Indian and Southeast Asian cooking. It's one of the primary ingredients in curry powder. And now lately, golden milk, a sort of spicy turmeric tea, is trending in everyone's Instagram feed. From a culinary perspective, turmeric adds a spicy warmth and a vivid hue to food. On the health front, its big claim to fame is the anti-inflammatory properties. It's even being studied as a natural hedge against Alzheimer's disease. Ground turmeric has long been a staple in my spice cabinet, but a few weeks ago, I came across some fresh turmeric in the produce section of my regular grocery store. It looks a little bit like ginger root, or if you're in a more ghoulish frame of mind, a little bit like large insect larvae. Although it took me a little while and some orange-stained fingers to figure out what to do with it, I am now a hardcore fan. The flavor of fresh turmeric is much different than the powdered turmeric you may be used to. Both have a warm, pungent flavor that's unlike any other spice I can think of. But the fresh root is brighter, more aromatic, and a bit less bitter than the powdered form. If you've ever had anything made with curry powder, then you've had turmeric, but it can be hard to separate the flavor of the turmeric from all those other strong flavors in curry. If curry is the only place you've ever encountered turmeric, it's really fun to experience the spice on its own and experiment with other combinations. Because it's got such a strong flavor, turmeric tends to work well with other strong spices. Try combining it with other warm spices like ginger, cardamom, and cinnamon. Or you can take it in a more savory direction by combining it with cumin, coriander, mustard, and black pepper. Use these jazzy spice blends to perk up foods that are milder in flavor, things like lentils, dried beans, potatoes, and other root vegetables, rice and other grains, and yes, milk. After this quick break, I'll have 10 fun things to do with fresh turmeric, along with a few tips on how to handle it. Okay, so here are 10 ideas for ways to use fresh turmeric root. Number 1, add grated turmeric root to stews and soups. Although Indian curries are an obvious fit, you can use turmeric in a wide variety of dishes. Try it in butternut squash or vegetable soup or a stir fry. Number 2, add it to rice or other whole grains before they're cooking. Both the color and the flavor will pop. Number 3, you can stir some grated turmeric root into your tuna, egg, or tofu salad. Number 4, whisk fresh turmeric root into a vinaigrette or any other salad dressing. Drizzle over raw salads or cooked vegetables. Number 5, try making a compound butter. Mash grated turmeric root and ground black pepper into softened butter and then melt it over grilled fish or roasted vegetables. Number 6, try throwing a small chunk of it into your smoothie in the morning. Number 7, if you own a centrifugal juicer, try juicing some fresh turmeric root and using it to spice up other fruit and vegetable juice blends. It pairs especially well with ginger juice. Number 8, try adding grated turmeric to scrambled or deviled eggs. Number 9, make turmeric tea. You simmer grated turmeric and ginger root together in hot water for several minutes to make a warming tea. And number 10, try golden milk. For this, you would simmer grated turmeric and ginger along with a few black peppercorns, cinnamon stick, and cardamom pods in milk or soy milk or any other dairy alternative for several minutes, and then strain it and serve it with a touch of honey. And now here are a few additional tips gleaned through personal trial and error for dealing with this unusual ingredient. First, how to store it. When you bring it home, wash your turmeric root, shake it dry, and then wrap it in a paper towel to absorb any excess moisture. Store it in an open plastic bag in your vegetable crisper. When you store it this way, it should keep for 2 to 3 weeks. But if you hang on to it for too long, it's either going to dry out and shrivel up or get kind of moldy. If that happens, obviously toss it. I suggest using a microplane grater to finely grate the root, and there's really no need to peel it first. But be aware that fresh turmeric root can stain your fingers and your fingernails, so you may want to protect them with latex gloves. And it can also leave a sticky orange residue on your grater, but scrubbing it with hot soapy water should remove it. And here's a quick tip. To remove or at least fade turmeric stains on your fingers, try rubbing your hands with fresh lemon juice. Use a nail brush to scrub your fingernails and then wash with hot soapy water. And here's one last tip. Turmeric's health benefits are due to a compound called curcumin, but this particular molecule is rather poorly absorbed from the digestive tract. Piperine, a compound that's found in black pepper, greatly enhances the absorption of curcumin. So turmeric and pepper make a really beneficial spice combination. Just a word on some possible side effects. Turmeric has natural anticoagulant or blood thinning properties, and compounds found in turmeric can also lower blood sugar levels and can also interfere with iron absorption. Now, I don't want to overstate the dangers. The amount that you typically consume in a food is very unlikely to cause you any problems. But of course, it is possible to overdo just about anything. Taking a turmeric supplement or consuming large amounts of fresh turmeric juice on a regular basis could potentially be an issue, especially if you take blood thinning or anti-diabetes medications or you have an iron deficiency. So check with your doctor or your pharmacist if you have any concerns. Now, if you're scheduled for any kind of surgical or dental procedure, ease off on the turmeric as well as ginger and garlic for a few days beforehand. These spices are all natural blood thinners, and in large quantities, they could increase the risk of bleeding or bruising. If you've never enjoyed fresh turmeric, I hope this week's episode has inspired you to check it out. Are you already a fan? Post your photos and your recipes for your favorite ways to enjoy it on the Nutrition Diva Facebook page or tag me on Instagram. I'd love to see your creations and your orange fingers. If you enjoy the Nutrition Diva podcast, I hope you'll subscribe on your favorite podcast platform or app. And did you know you can ask your smart speaker to play the Nutrition Diva podcast? Just say, Alexa, play the Nutrition Diva podcast. Our show is produced by Nathan Sems, edited by Karen Hertzberg, and our team at Macmillan Audio also includes Morgan Ratner, Michelle Margulis, Emily Miller, and our director, Kathy Doyle. Thanks for listening. Have a great week.